Hello. Today I'm going to put some transparent. Oh god. It was the wrong colour. Today I'm going to put light red ochre on as an undercolour under his shirt, and Toheroa yellow deep on the trousers as an undercolour, and I'll work up some sort of raw sienna and probably like a red orange on his shirt. Hopefully that's going to work. I don't know any other colours yet, and this is a big area to fill. So I'm using the light red ochre and putting on fairly dry. Sort of just trying to imagine where the light's going to be hitting the trousers as I put the paint on, and leave a little bit of yellow behind for that. That's what I'm trying anyway. So this is the Toheroa yellow, and I'm just using the same brush. Lots of reasons. The main one is that it will do. And why clean two brushes when you can just clean one? It sounds really lazy, but these paintings are not really very fussy paintings, and I don't like to be fussy with them. It's more about painting rather than fussing. So yeah, just doing it really. So I've got some titanium white, and I'm just going to highlight where I think the light's going to be falling. I've already sketched in shadows going this way, and it's kind of like the way I painted the sky. Maybe the sun's setting somewhere over here, so we've got these low shadows, low light. So yeah, which I like. It's sort of those in between seasons where you get the low light and the long shadows, and it tends to highlight everything with light and shadow. This is I don't know if this is a conventional way to paint or not, and really every painting's a bit of an experiment with me. I know there's some people have set ways of doing things, and it's quite traditional to do things that way, but I've just always done what works best for me. Yeah, so I've got some naphthol red and cadmium orange, and I'm just going to see what happens with that on the shirt. So you're probably thinking, what was the point in doing the underpainting when the paint that I just put on has blocked all that out? Well, yeah, I was thinking the same thing actually, and maybe it's not underpainting, it's just a guide for me to see where I'm going with my light and shade and tones. But with these paintings, as you can probably see with the sky and the sea here that I've already done, it's about using quite a lot of paint and not being shy. Put that on there. Again. I'll build that light up again because I've lost all the underpainting. That's alright. I think I need a coffee. It might be the problem. I'll stop and have a coffee in a minute. I've lost all direction with the light and shade. Okay, I've got a bit of raw sienna on the palette. See how that works out. I'll get rid of these other colours in here. Goop it on. I think this raw sienna is semi-transparent colour, so I'll let a little bit of that titanium white through. As you can see with acrylic, it dries pretty quickly. I live in my studio space and I really don't want to be living with the smell of oil paint. And I've always painted with acrylic, so it works for me. It works quite quickly. It just means I don't have a lot of options as far as wet on wet goes unless I start putting in additives things, but it suits me. Might just be able to do a little bit of red oxide there, darken that. I really love, one of my favourite artists is Edvard Munch, the chap who painted The Scream, although that's not one of my favourite of his. I really like his figures and figures in landscapes, and the way he, a very amorphous kind of flowing feel to his work, sort of really brought out some beautiful contours in his images. Right, I'm gonna go have a coffee. Right, so I'm just gonna, as usual, make it up as I go along here. I'm looking at another painting that I did over that way, where I've used the same colours in the trousers as I am here. So it only makes sense that I reference that painting because I like the way it turned out. So I don't know if you can picking it up on the camera, but I'm getting quite a nice build up paint here now. So it's definitely a case of with this sort of painting style, just really going over and over what you're doing. Until it starts looking how you want it to look. So the acrylamide yellows mixing quite nicely with the raw sienna, and as I'm painting I am referencing an old photograph, an old black and white photograph. I might show it to you, we'll see, but I am referencing it, is a guide, and it's just of some men gathering shellfish in the far north of New Zealand, and it's probably from the early 1900s. My preparatory drawing for this was all done on the canvas with chalk, and it doesn't survive. It basically just gets wiped out once I start working in paint. So it just enables me to get the layout done on the canvas. To be able to make adjustments. So it's where the kind of light meets the dark that acrylic sometimes presents a few problems, because you just keep overpainting rather than blending. It is winter now and paint dries a lot slower. Summer is a real problem. Get back from this a little bit. See what I'm doing. I'll give that some time to dry, and then I'll probably go over it with some more solid colour. So anyway, there ends today's lesson. Hope you enjoy it.